this cryptocurrency space in just the last number of years. When he hooked into this passion a number of years ago as a business person to solve a problem that he was running into in his other businesses, you're going to understand why he became enthralled, if you will, about this whole cryptocurrency and all the things it could do, not only for business people, but for regular people just like you watching. Without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce you to the founder and CEO of iCoinPro. I call him a friend, but I also call him a confidant as well as a mentor when it comes to the cryptocurrency space. Paul D'Souza, CEO and founder of iCoinPro. Paul, are you out there, my man?
I am, Big, I am.
Awesome. Paul, how are we doing tonight?
It's 2 a.m. in the morning here in Johannesburg. It's freezing, but I'm excited. I've got some news to share. There's something that I'm going to be talking about in a little bit that's going to impress a lot of people. And yeah, I mean, everything that we could imagine coming out of iCoinPro is starting to happen. The word is getting out there. People are really excited. Next week we're in full launch mode. And yeah, it is really and truly a very positive and exciting time, and especially for people that have no idea about cryptocurrencies, it is the ultimate best time to get involved with cryptocurrencies right now.
You know, my wife just took off for South Carolina to her house down there, and she asked me why I was so excited about tonight's call, because she left this morning, and 5 a.m. I was up, and I'm going, man, this is going to be a great call tonight. It's going to be a great webinar. And she goes, why? Why? And I said, I'm so excited I want to slap my grandma, because we're going to talk about some things tonight that you're going to be excited about too. And I could tell Paul, you're just itching to talk about those things. But let's do this. Let's table some of that excitement and let's focus, because there are a lot of people watching this tonight, Paul, that have no clue about cryptocurrency. All right, and that's not a bad thing, right? That's actually a very good thing. There are a lot of people that have absolutely no clue about iCoinPro. That is a bad thing. So it's our job, right, tonight, to make sure that they know everything about iCoinPro and why it makes sense to join as a member. And they can even take a tour all through iCoinPro for free, right, my man?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So let me ask you a question or two. In the intro there, I talked about all your decades of experience as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, all right, with a large amount of employees, a small amount of employees, multiple businesses, and you ran into something that caused you to take a really hard look at as a solution. Can you share with the people what that was, that turning point for you that took you from that to where we are now, where you created iCoinPro?
Sure. People have asked me a number of times about the whole history of iCoinPro, and I think maybe what I need to do is just talk a little bit about how I got into the whole crypto space. And I had heard about Bitcoin in the very early days, but I thought it was, I didn't know what it was. It sounded something obscure, and I really didn't pay too much attention to it. But a few years later, I started paying a little bit more attention, and then I started investing. But I didn't really start using Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies as a payment solution until one of my businesses. I've got a traffic business where I help people that are looking for customers for their businesses. They approach me and I send out emails on their behalf. And what happened was that the payment processor that I was using at the time, they just decided that they didn't want that business model to be part of their portfolio, and my account was not terminated but suspended, and I then used a couple of other payment processors, and the same thing started happening over and over. Now, that's when I went, oh, you know what? It's time for me to find something that can actually, as a legitimate businessman, and not step on anybody's toes. And that's when I started conducting business using Bitcoin. And what actually happened was, it was kind of strange, but it was quite awesome because the price was going up. I was getting paid in Bitcoin. So every single day, I would be paying for something, and I would be receiving Bitcoin, and the price would keep on going up. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty cool. No middleman, no authority, a completely decentralized way of sending money from one person to another. It completely changed my business. And because there was a period that I was really worried. I was like, am I still going to be in business? And I can honestly say that Bitcoin saved my business. Honestly, 100% Bitcoin saved my business. But that is not where the whole idea of iCoinPro came about. The whole idea of iCoinPro came about because I had fallen in love with this idea, and it was just so easy to use, and it just made so much financial sense to me. I was out in the Philippines working on another project there, on another business of mine, and while I was out there, I started toying with this idea in the back of my mind about a program. I wanted to get the word out. I wanted to tell everybody. I wanted to grab people in the street and shake them and say, "Have you heard about Bitcoin?" I wanted to do that. I just wanted to get the word out there, and I started piecing together this idea of an educational program that would appeal to those people that were like myself, completely and utterly like lost when it came to the whole idea of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And I wanted to educate people. I wanted to reach out. I wanted people to know more about it, and I wanted to spread the word. And slowly the idea started forming. I started working on it. I started writing, and today we have iCoinPro.
You know, Paul, I was one of those people that you reached out to in the middle of the night about this. And like a crazy man, you were going, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. A magazine, maybe this. It's got to be some way. So let me go back to that. How excited you were about this vision. But Paul, we have iCoinPro. Why iCoinPro and why now?
Why now? Because we're sitting on the cusp of a global explosion. The cryptocurrency industry is in its infancy. Bitcoin is 9 years old, and it's a baby, and it's about to boom. And in the next, I would say the next 10, 15 years, we're going to see this huge shift from people using normal money, the way that we do it today, transacting using credit cards, etc. There's going to be this huge shift over to using cryptocurrencies. Now, on our Monday night call, we had spoken about the birth of blockchains, and in that conversation, we spoke about another cryptocurrency called Ethereum, and how big businesses, are starting to look at Ethereum very seriously, and some of those businesses include companies like JP Morgan and BP, Accenture, Deloitte. I mean, these are big name companies. These are not Mickey Mouse. This is the real McCoy. And when companies like that, especially when a bank like JP Morgan is paying attention to cryptocurrency, it's got to say something to you, okay? And you still get all these people that they're really unsure, and they go, yeah, this digital currency, it's not real money. I mean, come on, okay? Well, why don't you go and tell that to the guys at JP Morgan, it's not real money, and see how much sense it's going to make to them? Because I mean, if they believe it, I think the rest of us should be paying a lot of attention to that. So why iCoinPro? Well, because there is definitely a need for us to go out and spread the word and really get it out there. And what better way than a company like iCoinPro, where we have a full educational platform and system that teaches people everything that they need to know about cryptocurrencies. Terminology, because people get confused with jargon, so we're going to teach them all about the terminology, how to set up a wallet, where they can buy their Bitcoin. And one of the things that we are going to be releasing coming this week is something, what, I mustn't say anything? It's supposed to be a secret, but no, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody. What we're coming out with is, one of the modules that we're going to be releasing next week is a trading training module that teaches people how to trade cryptocurrencies for cash. Our system, oh man, like I'm actually, I can't get the words out. Okay, our system, the way that it works is we teach people how to make small trades, but a lot of them for profit. We call it the micro profit system. Okay, now we've been testing this, and the gentleman that's been putting it into place and testing it started with a very low amount of Bitcoin and practically nearly tripled it using the methods and everything inside that training system. And the best part is, big, this is going to blow your mind, okay? A lot of people are aware that Bitcoin crashed today, okay? It came down. I need to like first tell people, don't stress about the volatility of Bitcoin right now. A lot of people are going, oh my gosh, I need to sell. No. Okay, it is a market correction, all right? So a lot of people they see it being volatile and they get scared. Now, what happened today was that the chap that is using the micro profit system, despite a major crash in Bitcoin, still came out on top with an extra 1.4% on his trade today. An extra 1.4% he made trading today during this crash. That is massive. And I know that people, because I get messages every single day, bring out the system, we want the system. Guys, it's coming.
Paul, I love your enthusiasm. Understand, the micro profit system is a strategy that is taught to you because it's an education and training platform, and that's why people are so excited about it. But Paul, let's go back. We're going to revisit micro profit strategy. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? I understand. I know how excited you are. But let's go back to something, because I think a lot of people today, especially with the volatility that went on, is another reason why people say, you know what, cryptocurrencies, they're not for everyone. Those are for, like you talked about, the big banks and the big corporations. So Paul, let me ask you, is cryptocurrency for everyone, or is it just for the big boys?
Cryptocurrencies are for any person that touches, uses, spends, or passes around money. Anyone, any single person. What we want to do, like the long-term vision with iCoinPro as a company, is we want to reach people that previously had no access to regular banking. Now that's a problem in many places of the world. Okay. Now through cryptocurrencies, we aim to be able to put banks in the hands of regular everyday people that haven't had access to those before. Cryptocurrencies are for everyone. It is not reserved for the rich. It is not reserved for the poor. It's not reserved for big business. It's not reserved for small business. It is for everyone. When Satoshi Nakamoto designed the whole concept behind Bitcoin, he made it for the people. He released it as open source so that people could take it and fix it and adapt it and add onto it to make it an extremely powerful method of passing money around that is safe, irrefutable, no fraud, and the best part about it is that it's designed in such a way that it is inevitable that the price is just going to keep on going up.
Wow. I love Paul. When you start going, because you can see your excitement and passion come through. Well, let's do this, my man. Let's do this. Let's ask a simple question, all right, about this whole thing. You talked about the volatility today, how basically it was down. But obviously people are missing the point, because it's up substantially, the price of Bitcoin, from only 6 months ago, right? So here's the question. Is it too late? You say it's for everyone, but is it too late? Now that the price has doubled and tripled from just last year, is it too late for everyone to get involved, Paul?
Never. You know, it's funny that you should mention that, because a couple of people in my family very close to me, I started telling them, listen, invest in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin at the time